Once upon a time, there was a young man called Musa. His life was filled with deception, dishonesty, and greed. He didn't care about anyone else, only himself. He made his fortune through unethical means, selling narcotics, running online scams, and exploiting others. And then one day, Musa received some shocking news. He had been diagnosed with a chronic ailment, and the doctor gave him just 12 days to live. Musa was devastated. He had always thought he had everything he needed in life: money, power, and success. But now he realized that he had nothing. He was alone and afraid. The first day after his diagnosis, Musa found himself in a psychotherapy session, trying to come to terms with his impending death. He spent the whole day with the therapist, talking about his life, his regrets, and his fears. As the days passed, Musa realized that the most valuable things in life were not things that could be bought with money. He couldn't buy time, yet he could buy an Apple or a Rolex watch, and he couldn't buy happiness either. He tried to find happiness in lavish parties, exotic trips, and expensive gifts, but it was all for naught. On the 8th day, everything changed. Musa went for a walk and saw a man who was hungry and homeless. The man begged for some spare change, and Musa gave him all the money he had. The act of kindness filled Musa with a sense of joy and contentment that he had never felt before. For the remaining days of his life, Musa dedicated himself to serving others. He volunteered at community centers, helped the less fortunate, and gave whatever he could to those in need. And in the end, he found that true happiness came not from what he had, but from what he gave. As Musa lay dying, he reflected on his life and the lessons he had learned. He was at peace with himself and the world around him. But then, just as he was about to pass away, he received some surprising news. There had been a mix-up in the lab, and the doctor had given him the wrong diagnosis. Musa had not been dying after all. The news was bittersweet. On the one hand, he was relieved that he had more time to live. But on the other hand, he realized that the lessons he had learned were still valuable. He had discovered the true meaning of life and the importance of kindness, compassion, and love. As for the homeless man he had helped, Musa would never forget him. He had given him hope and kindness in his darkest hour, and that was a gift that could never be taken away.